suffer a fool. I can hardly believe someone as wise as you could suffer a fool like me. Suffer a fool. I can hardly believe someone as wise as you could suffer a fool like me. You've seen me stumble and you've seen me fall. You have seen me.
Hello and welcome to day 4 in our series Support for the Struggling. The ideas, information and questions presented in this series have been primarily drawn from 2 sources, one being the book of Proverbs and the second being the Christian psychologist Dr. Henry Cloud's video 10 Tips for Navigating Hard Times. We're all going to navigate some hard times. It's good to have some tips in the locker for when we do. One of the premises in this series is that in the same way there are things people can do to improve their physical health, there are also things people can do to improve their mental health. And each day we'll look at a particular question posed by Dr. Cloud. Today's question is this: do you need to set some boundaries? It is quite possible that there are some people in your life that bring you down. There are very few things in life that have the power to affect us for good or ill, more than the relationships we have and the people that we know. And this is a theme that we find in the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Proverbs 14, verse 7. Stay away from a fool, for you will not find knowledge on their lips. Proverbs 17:12. Better to meet a bear robbed of her cubs than a fool bent on folly. And these verses act as an ancient reminder of the impact that our company can have on our lives. They encourage us to seek companionship with those who uplift and guide us towards wisdom and understanding, and warn us about the dangers of spending time with people that would bring us down. I recently came across the following great question in a set of resources from an organisation called the School of Life. And the question was this: of the people you spend time with, who brings out your best qualities? I think that's a great question to ask. I hope we all have people that we like to be around, that we respect and respond positively to. And as the proverb suggests, there is wisdom in spending as much time as we can with people like that. But also, on the flip side, as the proverbs suggest, we will have to deal with some people whose actions, attitudes and behaviours could be a bad influence on us or bring us down in some way. Some of those people may be colleagues or family members that are impossible to avoid. But it could also be that at times there are opportunities to put some limits on the time, the energy, the headspace that we give to some people. We can put in place some boundaries. I could not find the source of the following quote, but I do rather like it, and it is relevant to today's theme. It states, "Don't blame the clown for acting like a clown. Ask yourself why you keep going to the circus." As well as putting in some boundaries with people, we may need to put in some boundaries in terms of projects or type of work. Dr. Henry Cloud encourages people to ask themselves the following question: are you overextended? Is there a situation that requires you setting some limits? The psychologist and relationship coach Dr. Rachel Orleck says this: if you are frequently feeling overwhelmed, overworked, uncomfortable, resentful, and anxious, then you likely don't have very good boundaries. I do believe that one of my God-given responsibilities is to manage my own life, and that part of the management of my one short, precious, and God-given life may require the placement and enforcement of some boundaries.
You've seen me stumble, and you've seen me fall. You have seen me on my knees, and you have heard me call. I've seen you patient, and I've seen you kind. I have seen you making sure I was not left behind. Suffer a fool, I can hardly believe someone as wise as you could suffer a fool like me. Suffer a fool, I can hardly believe someone as wise as you could suffer a fool like me. I'm fast to anger, and I'm quick to judge, and I will point a finger, and I will hold a grudge. You've seen my shadows, the places where I hide, and you are always waiting for me on the other side. Suffer a fool, I can hardly believe someone as wise as you could suffer a fool like me. Suffer a fool, I can hardly believe someone as wise as you could suffer a fool like me. Suffer a fool, I can hardly believe someone as wise as you could suffer a fool like me.